Recently, I got a job on Upwork from a client that needed me to work on LinkedIn carousel designs for him. And from that project, I realized that I needed images that were specific to each slide. I mean, this is one of the projects on my screen right now that I recently worked on. And if you pay close attention, you realize that there are images on every of the pages. And you want to know the interesting thing about these images is that these images were generated specifically for each slide. And so if you pay attention to this carousel, you realize that every of the images I used on each slide were images that were relevant to that particular slide. you know, I've been a designer for over 4 years, and I know how crazy and how time consuming and how exhausting, in fact, sometimes frustrating, when you are trying to gather resources and gather assets and gather images for a particular design. Sometimes this alone can take hours and hours just trying to get the resources that you use for a particular design. And the question is, what happens when you need to create a design within a tight deadline? Right? What happens when you need to create a design that you have to deliver in just a few hours? And that is why I decided to create this video, because I believe this video is going to greatly help you. Because in this video, I will be showing you exactly how I use ChatGPT and other AI tools to generate relevant images that were specific to each slide of this carousel. And from there, I believe that you are going to learn something striking that might just be the big game changer that you've been praying for. This is going to totally change your game. This is going to totally transform your design game. Please pay attention and really, really ensure that you follow through this video. Now, the first thing you need to ensure is to get the prompt right. For this particular tutorial, we are going to use ChatGPT and image.fx. Let's just go right there. So we are going to ChatGPT. So this is ChatGPT, and then you are going to see some of the prompts I used to generate that image. Right now, aside from ChatGPT and image.fx, you can also use Midjourney. Right, I recently worked with a client that gave me access to the premium version of their Midjourney, and I realized that Midjourney is also a very crazy tool. That was my first interaction with Midjourney, and it is mind blowing, right? So you can also use Midjourney and some other AI tools. But then for this particular video, I'm using just ChatGPT and then image.fx. So this is image.fx, right? So I'm asked to sign in, so I'm just going to do that right away. So the website is labs.google.fx, or you can just go to Google or your browser and search for image.fx. It is going to direct you here, right? So but then we are going to come back to this. We need to go back to chat gpt, because that is where the work starts from. Now, this doesn't even matter. I mean, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't really matter whether you use the ChatGPT Plus or you use the free version of ChatGPT, right? Because you are not generating the images from ChatGPT. You are just going to generate your prompts. Now, one thing I need to let you know is that when it comes to working with AI, right? When it comes to trying to make AI enhance your work or improve your speed, or basically when you are trying to leverage on AI, one thing you need to understand is that your prompt is king. Your prompt is king, because it is just what computer calls garbage in, garbage out. When you feed AI with the right prompt, it will feed you, or it will produce the right results for you. So from here now, I already got the main point from the client, because the client already gave me the content that he wants should be on the design. So if you look at the design again, you'll realize that on each slide there are content. This is like the title, and then on each slide there are some content, and then some content on each slide. So all I did was that I just copied the content. Now, usually when you want to work on a design for a client, the client gives you what you call brief, or it gives you your content, because this thing I'm teaching you does not only apply to carousel designs, it applies to all kinds of designs. You just have to learn. As a designer, you have to be smarter now, especially because AI is now here to help us do better at our work and help us produce better results in lesser time. So I already have the content for each slide from my client, so there was no much paparazzi around that. All I did was that I just copied the text, and then I fed AI, and all I told it was, I told it that okay, I've got a client that I'm working for, right? I got the client that I'm working for. Okay, look at this. I said I need prompts for relevant images I can use. Look at this, please pay attention. I need prompts for relevant images I can use for LinkedIn carousel. Oh, sorry, that was a mistake. Okay, I need prompt for relevant images I can use for LinkedIn carousel design for a client. I will give you the main text for each slide, and then you use it to generate image prompts for superb background images and relevant stock photos I can use for the slides. Now, one thing you want to do, especially when you're dealing with, let's say, ChatGPT or AI, is that you want to be literal. Now, this does not apply to all AI tools, but for ChatGPT, it is going to understand what you are saying. I feel like the more you are even more clear, the clearer you are, the more it will understand you, right? So you see that all I did here was just to tell it that I need prompt for relevant images I can use for. I just explained my situation to it, and then he said, absolutely, I'm ready to generate blah 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 and all of this thing. So, first slide, I sent this. If you look at this, please. Look at this. Right, look at this. Interesting SEO and link building statistics, right? So all I did was I copied that, and then I came here, and then I just gave it the first slide, since I had already laid the foundation here, and it asked me to go ahead and give him the ideas. So great, and then it gave me the prompt option A, and then option B, and then option C, and then option D. Now I loved option C and I loved option D, so I told it that, you know what, I prefer option C and D so well. And then so for the remaining slides, we just went for just the option C and option D, and it gave me the prompt. Look at this, the prompts, right? Really amazing prompt. So all I did was this. I want us to use one of the prompts. I want us to use one of the prompts, and I think I want us to use that of, to further explain this, I want us to use that of this. I think that of this 62%. So let's look for that quickly. So I'm coming 3%, 62%. Oh no, not this. So 2%. I'm coming. No, not this. Sorry. Okay. So I think I made a mistake. Despite evolving, blah blah blah, maintain on top ranking pages, pages are rank one, them two, blah blah blah. So I think this is the, no, not this. I want us to work with one of the prompts. But I think, yeah, let's work with this. Let's work with this particular prompt. I have a prompt. Um, sorry, I have a prompt that I want us to use here. Let's see. I'm coming. I'm going to find it for the sake of this video and professional. Professional. Oh, come on. Where's this? Where is this? Where is this? Okay, so we found it. So this is the prompt I want us to use. Now you can use any of the prompt. I just wanted to use this because I love the results that the AI gave me for this one. So I just want to use it to show you what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to copy this prompt exactly the way it is, right? Right, I just want to copy this prompt, and then the next thing you would do is to go to image fx like I said. So the website is image.fx. Just search for that on your web browser and you are going to be brought here. So I'll just come here, and then but before then, before I actually let's just paste it, right? Paste it. So this is young professional analyzing SEO statistics on dual monitors, pointing at a screen with link building metrics surrounded by post-it notes, coffee mug, and SEO checklist, office environment with warm lighting. Now, that is from here. Or no, that is from here instead. Or that is for year and year. Can you see that? That's why I just put it in the middle, because both of them actually still, I mean, the image is relevant to both slides, right? But I think it's majorly for this. Despite evolving algorithms, a majority of SEO professionals anticipate that backlinks will blah blah blah, right? So I mean, this was what I gave it. So you can see that that particular prompt is specific and it is relevant to this particular slide. It's that simple. So I just come here and then I have it here already. All I have to do here is to click on this, right? Click on this. Look at this. Click on that, and then we go to square. So this is settings. Basically, you can just set best quality and then aspect ratio. You can go for square, portrait, landscape, mobile portrait, mobile landscape. Now, because this is a carousel, right? I do not want, and there are some other texts that are going to be here, so I do not want it to I still wanted space to be on the slide where I can put the text, right? So that I do not have to remove the text and replace it with the image, or have to replace one for the other. So that's why I just chose landscape, right? Landscape. And then I came back to this, click on create, and then let's wait for the magic that image fx is cooking for us. Now, ensure that you are at a place with good internet, because this thing works with the internet, right? Can you see this? Look at these amazing images, right? Look at these amazing images. This is beautiful, right? This looks so realistic. Look at this. This looks so realistic, right? This looks so realistic, and then you can just check out the other options, and then you can just check out the other options, and then you can just check out the other options, right? And then if you need to edit something, you can just click on this, right? Not this. Where's the edit button? Right? Where's the edit button? No. Where's the edit button? No. There should be an edit button somewhere. Okay. Okay, I think we don't have it here. But usually you should be able to edit. Usually I'm able to edit. If you need to edit um some part of your image, you can actually do that with this image.fx. But I don't know why I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. But basically, this is it. Look at the prompt. Look at all of these things. Now, if you need to adjust some things, you can always edit your prompt. So, like, even though ChatGPT give you, if you feel like there are some things on the prompt that have issues, because at the end of the day, that is the goal of working with AI. You are not you do not want AI to be the one dictating all of your results or all of the things that you want to do. It is there to help you. It is there to assist you to produce better results. So, for example, now I was able to produce better results with this carousel designs for this client. In fact, even with this graph, all of these things, it was AI that generated them. So, I was able to produce better results for this client because I was able to work with AI to generate relevant images to each slide. So, you just want to be careful, and you want to ensure that ChatGPT or whatever AI, image effects, Mid Journey, and all of that, they are not there to replace you. You have to work hand in hand with them to get the best results. And yeah, so you can see all of that. I can now download, right? I can download this. I can now decide to use it depending on whatever I want to use it for. Let's try one more. Let's try one more prompt before before I get out. So for this, let's try this. So freelance digital marketer working from home, search result. Now I want us to try a different prompt. Marketing strategies presenting. No, not this. This is for option D. I want us to use one of the option C prompts. So we have white background, blah blah blah. No, not this. Let's go up. Now let me say this. If there is a prompt, if let's say ChatGPT gives you a prompt and it is not giving you the kind of result you want, yeah, you can go back to ChatGPT and ask it to give you another prompt, right? Or further converse with ChatGPT and let you know that you are not okay. For example, see what I did here, right? I'm not just telling you what I don't do. So look at this. For the option C, all the prompts so far are almost the same and the images almost the same. Please make it really relevant to the particular prompt. So I now eventually realized that I meant option D. So I said, sorry, please. I didn't mean option C. That has been super from the start. I meant to say option D. And so it started giving me other options for option D, which were better, right? So you just have to fine tune and constantly converse. Look at this. Saying that Google modifies a significant portion of data tag displayed in each result, affecting how content is presented to users. So I was just complaining here, and then it also picked that up and all of that. So, I mean, all you have to do and all you have to ensure is that you are feeding AI with the right prompt, and you are going to get really amazing results and all of that. So, when I realized that it wasn't giving what I want, even with all of these prompts. So I just generated it from here from ChatGPT, right? Because I'm using ChatGPT Plus, but I think you can even do this on the free version of ChatGPT. Only that I think you have limited options, right? I think you can only do it once or twice, or I don't know, right? But then that is just that about that. So I believe that with this now you can generate images. See, you can explore. In fact, you can come to that image.fx and then you like manually generate your own prompt, right? Maybe a man, right? A man. I think it was on this same channel that I also dropped a video around this prompting thing, where if there's even an image you see online that is maybe a white man, you can actually download the image. You go to ChatGPT, upload the image to ChatGPT, and ask it to give you a prompt that describes the image perfectly. Only that it should adjust and make it that of a black man, and then you can now copy the prompt that it gives you, and then come to this image effects and then give it, and you realize that you are going to get a very amazing result. I think I still have the video on the channel. You can just scroll down a bit and check it out, right? You realize that I've actually recorded a video around that before now, and you can do this with your smartphone. That's the interesting thing. So even if you're a smartphone designer or a PC designer, it doesn't really matter here. So I can see maybe a man holding the Nigerian flag in one hand and money in the other. So I can just say an African man, so that an African man, so that it won't be giving me the images of white. And then let's wait for it to give us this is, you can see how I just randomly came up with this prompt. But then let's see what this guy have for us with this prompt. So the point is just that your prompts do not have to look at this. See how realistic this is. Look at this, guys. See how realistic this is. Look at this. Look at this, man. Look at this, right? So you just have to be, I mean, you just have to be creative when it comes to AI. You just have to give it the right prompt that is relevant to the kind of image you want, and then you get the right result. Let me know if this video has helped you in the comment section. Don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to like this video. I have something for you in the description box of this video, courtesy of me celebrating 3 years on YouTube, at least as at the time of uploading this video. So you want to hurry and check the description box of this video if you can still grab it. I'm going to see you in my next video, and don't forget to share this video with as many designers as you know, because this video will greatly help them. Just copy the link and then share the link of the video to them or with them, and then let them also come and learn, and let them also build their design journey. Now be aware that you can always go wild with this, right? All of these things I showed you are just to help you understand how it works. You can always explore wild and even get better images and even get better results. I'm going to see you in my next video.